100 foods to eat before you die. I've been eating amazing food from all around the world, and here are the 100 foods you should eat before you die. And these are in no particular order, so add them to your food bucket list. Number 4, the Palace Station Oyster Bar. Today for breakfast, I am at the Oyster Bar inside Palace Station. If you really know where to go eat in Las Vegas, you know to come here. This place is open 24 hours a day and there is a line 24 hours a day. Right now the line is about a 1 to 2 hour wait. And this is about 10 in the morning. What they do here is, of course, well, they have oysters, but what they're really known for are their stews, where seafood goes in along with their house clam broth, tons of seasoning and spices. And I got their top 3, starting with the Gumbo. Inside this thing, there's shrimp, there's a lobster tail, andouille sausage, okra, crab. And the way they make this, it's like a performance itself. There's 6 pots going at the same time cooking up these stews. Everybody sit at a bar. There's only about 20 seats. So after you get your stews, you tell them the level of heat that you want from 1 through 10. I got 7. It's still early in the morning. The roux is so rich and thick. You can see the shreds of crab in here. And that adds a tiny bit, a hint of sweetness. Of course, as for level 7, there is plenty of heat in this gumbo. Every bite, you're bound to pick up some sausage or seafood or okra. The sausage is nice and snappy. Really delightful crunch from the okra. And the lobster tail. That's outrageous. I mean, this texture, consistency, flavor. I feel like I'm in New Orleans. This is masterful gumbo. There's also white rice. Take some of the rice, mix it in to the gumbo. Perfect. This is one heck of a wake you up type of breakfast. And this is their 3rd most popular. This is so good. Their 2nd most popular is the Boya base. This is a shellfish stew. There's shrimp, crab, lobster, codfish, mussels, clams, all the seafood is just sticking out of the surface of that delicious stew. Oh my gosh. And by crab, they mean king crab. So much good stuff in here. This might be one of the greatest seafood stews I ever put in my mouth. Wow. My taste buds basically had an out-of-body experience. I haven't even had the seafood yet. This broth right here, that's gonna leave you absolutely speechless. You taste all that awesome umami from the shellfish. You can taste all that in here, and that is balanced out by the zesty sweet tomatoes. The heat then makes an appearance and just burns your tongue. It's just a perfect temperature. I like 7. I think 7 is really, really, really good. And just the overall everything about this, I don't even know exactly what's in here. I know there's some alcohol in here as well to kind of add to the depth of the stew. But this is some crazy next level flavor in a bowl. And again, this is all before even eating the seafood. Let's try it with some king crab or some celery here as well. Wow. This is too crazy. With every bite of seafood, you get that added sweetness from the seafood. From the sweet shrimp to the king crab to the lobster, to the flakes of cod that just kind of swimming around in this bowl. Everything does what it's supposed to do. Everything provides a unique texture or flavor. This is just the greatest thing. Again, little rice goes in. Oh my gosh. This is perfect with rice as well. And there's a little secret technique you gotta do if you ever come here. I'll show you that in just a second. But I got 2 more plates to try and they're getting a little cold, so let me just taste this next, the clam chowder. Look at this chowder. Oh my goodness, this thing gets just loaded with clams. Clams, potatoes, not just small little bitty clams either. These are ginormous chunks. Of course, they make everything in-house. Every spoonful you put in your mouth, you're gonna get a lot of clams. Meaty, sweet clams just swimming in the ultimate creamy clam chowder. Oh, I love this so much. I know I'm gonna love it even more. Adding some hot sauce. Another one? It's too good. So much clams. I mean, is too much clams ever a bad thing in a clam chowder? I don't think so. And I think they're definitely trying to test out that theory in this bowl. This is amazing chowder. Finally, this is my last stew. This is the pan roast. Inside, crab, shrimp, lobster, all making their regularly scheduled appearance. And what's special about the pan roast, the way they describe it to me, is that it's kind of like a lobster bisque, but so much better. One sip of this will send chills down your spine. Oh my gosh. You taste the sweet, smoky flavor of the roasted tomatoes. And of course that deep, rich, seafoody umami. This thing is rich, it's creamy. Basically a combination of every good flavor in the world inside a bowl. Wow. And that smoky flavor just never lets up. I mean, I've had seafood stews before. I've had bouillabaisse. I never had a pan roast, but ain't nothing like I had here. There's a reason why people line up sometimes for 6 hours to eat this. And again, they're open 24 hours a day. There's a line 24 hours a day. The secret technique they told me about. What they told me was you mix the bouillabaisse and the pan roast to make a bouilla roast. So I'm gonna take a separate bowl just to make sure I get this right. Fill it over with some pan roast. Mix it together. That is the ultimate combo. That tastes like in the superhero world. If Superman joined forces with, I don't know, Captain Marvel. The pan roast brings that ultimate smokiness. The bouillabaisse brings even more umami from the shellfish. Basically creating the most ultimate seafood stew in existence. I've been to Vegas many times before. Did not know about this place till now. And I'm telling you guys, don't make the same mistake I did. When you're in Vegas, come here and get this and put them together. I feel like if these things touch, like it'll just be like Vegeta and Goku performing fusion or something.